Dillon is one of the biggest privately owned consulting companies, I think, in Canada. We do a huge variety of work. I'd say our three biggest areas are planning, engineering, and environmental sciences. But we do things like water modeling, we do transportation planning, we do municipal engineering, roads and bridges, environmental field work. We do a very, very wide spectrum of work. Geoscience, so groundwater remediation, waste management, planning, water resources. Sort of changed from day to day. One thing I did a lot of work on was I was responsible for a lot of lab data from groundwater monitoring and soil sampling, so I'd receive that from the lab and I'd have to go through the reports and say, you know, this looks good, or maybe I have to call lab and ask a question about something, and then just sort of make sure that the quality assurance is there, so that when you make the report for the client, everything's as it should be. I did my undergrad here at Laurier in environmental studies, and then I went and did a master's degree at Dalhousie in resource and environmental management. The jobs I had before this were actually quite different. I spent one summer working for the Ministry of Natural Resources in Ontario as a salmon technician, so it was a lot of field work.
Yes.
I spent a summer at an independent school doing a sustainability study. I worked for the GIS division of the Department of Natural Resources in Halifax, in the forestry division, so I've done kind of a lot of different things, and I was really looking forward to trying something new again in the consulting and seeing how I could apply those previous experiences. When I finish this program, when I transition into a practice, I'm never going to feel, you know, bound to a specific type of work. It's always going to be open to me if I say, you know, I want to help out with the water resources project today, or maybe I can use my GIS experience to help with a planning project. Like you're not pigeonholed into one place, and that's something that I really appreciate, and I think there's a lot of room for growth that way.